Dark and Stormy. It's trademarked by Goslings, and trademarked drinks annoy the crap out of me. I don't even have a bottle of Goslings rum, so how did I make it Dark and Stormy? Well, just ask my attorneys, A&J Scofflaw. But this isn't the drink I'm going to talk about today. It's just related because it's a highball from Bermuda, and the drink for today is called a Bermuda Highball. If you try to search Bermuda Highball, you'll find it, but a lot of what you'll get is generic versions of Dark and Stormy. I guess people don't want to get sued when they change the rum, they just call it a Bermuda Highball, but there's actually a drink called Bermuda Highball, and that's what we're going to make today. It's pretty hard to find info about that drink, but I think its origins came before a Dark and Stormy. Just remember, if you make a Dark and Stormy, it has to be Goslings. 3 different budgets, from dirt cheap to top shelf, with value budget in the middle. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill some highball glasses with ice. These are 10-ounce highball glasses. I'm doing this recipe out of the bar book. It goes with 1 ounce each of the liquors. A lot of the recipes online will be a little lighter, 3/4 ounce each. I think it's a good idea because it also has ginger ale. A lot of the recipes will just have club soda. The recipes are always left down in the description. This is 1 ounce brandy, 1 ounce gin, 1 ounce dry vermouth, and 2 to 3 ounces of ginger ale. All right, let's start with the brandies. The dirt cheap brandy is Christian Brothers. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. It's just light on the flavor, not very aged. And stepping up to the value is a cognac, Decourtet. It's also VS, and light on the flavor. And the top shelf is Hennessy XO. I love this stuff. And then the dry vermouth. Both the cheap and the values be using Gallo. It's very cheap dry vermouth. And Dolin for the top shelf. Then it's the gin. Cheap is Gordon's. Nothing wrong with Gordon's, it's just, I feel like it's a little harsh, not too smooth. And value, gonna step up to Beefeater. And top shelf is No.3 London Dry Gin. This is a good gin. It's got some nice citrus flavors. 2 to 3 ounces of ginger ale. I'm gonna measure these just so they're equal. So that's 2.5 ounces each with a 7.5 ounce mini can. Lemon peel garnish. Gonna randomize them and test them blind. All right, number 1. That kind of tastes like beer gin. Beer gin, also known as Satan's piss or suicide. So it sounds delicious. The ginger's lost. I think the ginger and the brandy somehow mix together to taste like beer. Straight up, I'm not a fan. That one's better. It almost has a fruitiness to it. I'm assuming the brandy. I could taste the gin a little more there. There's like no character over here. Okay, let's try this last one. There's no character in there either. This has got to be the Hennessy XO. I'll be disappointed if I'm wrong there. These are just so underwhelming. This one seems a little harsher on the gin, so I got to think that's the Gordon's gin, just being rough. This one is very light. Yeah, this one's good. Good as in it's complex. There's a lot to taste here. It starts out with a fruitiness, and then it goes to the juniper and a little citrusy of the gin. And you could even get the ginger ale in there. Yeah, it kind of tastes like a light beer with some gin in it. And the gin is rough. I think the gin over here is better. The Brandy is so light in both of these that it's almost non-existent. Ooh, I'm feeling this already. Gulping these down. If you just want something that's refreshing, these are good. The problem with this drink is, how do you get ginger ale in such small quantities? You could use a 2-liter bottle, but even those go flat after a while. I'm gonna give both these outsides C+, and I'll give the middle a B+. I hope the Hennessy XO wasn't the bad one. The worst, the worst was the value. That is surprising. I'm gonna have to try out that Beefeater. Maybe it's not as value as I thought. Second is the cheap, and the good one is top shelf. I'm gonna have to find out if the Beefeater or that Decourtet Cognac is what's adding some harshness to this, like what you would think with a bad vodka. If you want to watch another video with a cocktail with Hennessy XO, watch this. One of these is very good. I'll see you next time.